How you guys doing? Welcome to Criminal Villains, and we are here to talk about TLC's Chili. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. When I heard of the news that TLC's Chili was a mega, I was crushed. I was so devastated. I could not believe what I was hearing. I could not believe what I was seeing. I said, this gotta be AI. Oh my God. No, I don't believe it. I was in denial because I was so disgusted. I was so hurt and disappointed with TLC's Chili being a mega. Then I'm finding more stuff out. I'm finding out that she's over there being so disrespectful to Michelle Obama, calling her a man. And we know where that lie comes from. MAGA, where most of misinformation comes from. MAGA. And you know they use women being men and being men, transgender stuff as a weapon to get people to have a dislike and a hate for you. So they put that Michelle Obama was a man so people can have hatred towards her because they were jealous of her. I say it when nobody else gonna say it. The megas are jealous of Michelle Obama. All right. She's a threat. She's smart. She's intelligent. She have her own mind. She's not a bimbo. She's not a stupid girl like most of these high-ranking men. You know how they get a stupid woman on their arms that don't know nothing but death for the looks. No, sweetheart, Michelle Obama, she's that queen. And her popularity was so high at a point that they were saying that if she ran, that she would win because she was so popular. So anytime somebody is that popular, you know what the MAGA base do. They're going to try to tear you down by spreading misinformation. And what they made up was she was born a man. She was a man. She was a man. That is their weapon of choice. Some gay stuff or some transgender stuff. LG, that is a weapon of choice for them, okay? So guess who started sharing it? Guess who started pushing that lie? And you know, you're supposed to be so close to God. And this is why I look at Christians funny. Most of them, not all of them. And I will say this, if the real Christians, I respect y'all faith. Y'all don't get in my way and y'all stay trying to get y'all soul together because you know the world is coming to an end and you need to focus on yourself, right? Right. But it's a lot of lukewarm individuals. They got one foot in the world and one foot in religion, and they think that's gonna save them when it comes to that, you know, their faith, and it ain't. But anyway, you would think that she's so close in her religion that her God would tell her this is a lie that you're pushing out, because on her Instagram right now she's praying. You pray for everything, so why didn't God tell you this was a lie you're pushing out? But I'm assuming she prayed and her God told her to push them lies out. So she reposted it on her platform, okay? And then she had the nerve to lie about the shit, lie in our faces, talking about she didn't know what was going on. Come on. She know how to do them edges. She know how to do everything else, but she didn't know what's going on. She know all the latest dance moves on TikTok, but she don't know bullshit. That's what they do. They lie. They lie, they lie, they lie, they lie, the lie. All right. So we are here to talk about it. And another thing I want to address, can we get the likes up? Can we get the likes up? Are y'all up here? I hope that you guys are going to be more communication during this live stream. Usually on here, I do criminal, crimes, but I might change it. I need to wake this thing up. And we are living in the last days where they're trying to take all our freedoms away. And I'm talking about the MAGAs. And I got some individuals I want to play. I got Funky Dineva. He is a huge voice on the YouTube space, on social media. He got a lot of stuff to say about it. I want to also bring in Tabitha Smith Speaks. She has a lot of stuff to say about the TLC Chilli. And I want you guys to hear from TLC's fans. They are boycotting. They are just so disturbed. And we are here to talk about it all. All right. So let's get the likes. How the likes doing up in here? How the likes doing? We only got 9 likes. I know y'all can do better than this. Okay. Come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's get the likes up. If you hear me on Facebook, get them likes up. And want to let y'all know on Facebook, I got a link up here on YouTube at the Criminal Villains, and y'all can come up here and y'all can speak your mind and we can debate and have all that right there. All that right there. So before I get into all of that, I want to know what complexion is Chili. Put it in the comment section before she start bleaching. And you know that's what Hollywood do. And can we Hollywood people? Chili TLC is Hollywood. That's when they start bleaching. Okay. So what complexion? You see her then? What is her complexion? She look like a chocolate girl to me. She's chocolate. And I'm not gonna say think because that's where confusion let loose. She dark skinned. She chocolate right there. That picture, then I didn't create this picture. This is People magazine. Go look it up, boo. Go look it up, boo. She's dark skinned. She's chocolate. But she don't want to be seen as chocolate. She hates her chocolate skin. That's why she want to destroy it. That's why she get offended of if you say she's dark skin or chocolate, she would say, I'm not, I'm caramel. Excuse you? You're not caramel. You're not caramel. But I want to know before I continue on, what complexion would you say Chili is? Put in the comment section, y'all. I need y'all to start participating. Hell, what complexion is Chili? She's dark skinned chocolate, but I want to know what do y'all think? What do y'all see? What eyes do you see? All right, you need another picture. You say, you know what, Gigi, I'm gonna need to see another picture. Okay, bam. What complexion is that? Huh? This is an old picture. What complexion is this? Hello? I need y'all to start typing faster in the comment section. Huh? Huh? Hello? 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 I really need y'all to comment. Okay. I really need y'all to comment. Okay. It's not enough that y'all just sitting here listening to me. I'm gonna need y'all to be active. Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to be active. So I did put up Rihanna. Now I said, what shit? I said, well, what complexion is Rihanna? They said Rihanna is light brown skin or caramel. Well, shit. If Rihanna is caramel, then I know damn sure Tilly ain't goddamn caramel. Hell, which one is caramel? Which one is not? All right. Let's get identity together first. This is another old picture of Chili. And I will put the new pictures up, but you know, she's bleaching, honey. She's bleaching that skin. So here it is right here. If you go to the makeup store, she would get dark makeup, right? Who wears makeup? Press 2 if you wear makeup. And if she's, to me, well, she's dark skinned. She's chocolate. Right here, T-Boz, she's brown skin, caramel, and left eyes more on a lighter complexion. All right. So I said, well, what is caramel? What complexion that? They said caramel is supposed to be like the fucking candy. I said the candy. I said, if it's the candy, look, that don't look like the fucking candy to me. Okay. That is chocolate and it's chocolate is beautiful. Can we say chocolate is beautiful? Chocolate is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with being chocolate. Now look at this. This is dark skin right here. This is dark makeup. You see this right here? This is dark. This is caramel. I'm assuming this is tan, but or this is more so caramel tan right here. Yeah, this is caramel. This is dark. All right. This is dark. This is dark skin. This complexion right here. Y'all see my cursor? All right. So we need to get some understanding on the board. All right. We need to get some. She could be caramel. She cannot be caramel. Which one is it? Caramel or chocolate? Okay. When you go to the makeup, do she use caramel makeup or she use chocolate makeup? Which one is it? Okay. she's chocolate. She's dark skinned. Let's not fool ourselves. Now maybe she's brown skinned today because she was doing that bleaching. But then let's look at the what is this called? The Scrubs, the music video. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up because TLC Chilli, she made such a big deal about her not being chocolate. She says she's not chocolate, she's offended, and she's caramel. And people are talking about it. So I wanted to get some discussion on this before we get deeper. Let's get the shallow shit out first, okay? So what complexion is this? What complexion is this, y'all? And it's a beautiful complexion, but it's chocolate. Ain't is this chocolate? It looked like chocolate to me. Hell. All right. So I can scroll around. So this is, you guys know, the no scrubs video. All right. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. And we need y'all to comment a little bit more. So, you know what? Since we're here, and I've been working on this case, I have another channel. It's called Honey Static Media. And I'm always posting about TLC and about these celebrities that's mega. Because Hollywood, these black celebrity Hollywood individuals, they got the name right. They are Hollyweird. Most of Hollyweird black celebrities are mega. They're anti-black. They are very mega. Okay. So, honey, we need to let people know what's going on. How about that? So I want to play this. Check this out.
At this point, you are either a friend or an enemy. There is no more.
Yes.
Oh, everyone's allowed to have their own political view.
No,
you ain't. No, you're not. You are not allowed to have your own political views. No, you not, baby. Either you got the ones we got, or you got to get the hell on. That's where we at with it. That's how life or death this situation is.
Yes,
so we don't
Funky.
Get too comfortable with this. To each its own. Everybody could know the hell you can't. No, you can't. Not when people around here dying. Not when
Thank you.
Through the roof.
Thank
not when
you.
We at war. Not
Thank
when
you.
they hunting people down like animals. Not when families being torn apart. Not with racist policies being put in place. Not with voter suppression going on. Not with alligator Alcatraz going on. Not with the global terror that this man has caused. No, ma'am. Not with our young boys going over there to war and returning back in caskets. No, ma'am. There is not no Funky. To each his own, bitch. No, there is not no you got the right to vote for who you want to vote for.
Yes.
No, ma'am, you don't. No,
walk them
you
down,
don't.
Funky.
You got the right to get the fuck on. That's what you got the right to do.
Hit the road,
either you
Jack.
with us, and y'all
you against us.
Black people ain't a monolith. The hell you say? Today we is, bitch. We is very monolithic today. Either your ass over here, or you got to get the fuck on. So with that being said, unfortunately, TLC, y'all got to get the fuck on. Salt-N-Pepa, Pepper, and Spinderella, I know it ain't y'all fault, but that light-skinned hoe, don't put y'all on the list. Y'all got to get the fuck on. It's too much at stake. It's too much at stake. Get the hell from around me. Matter of fact, I'm at the point now, bitch, I need ID badges. I need hoes to wear they voter registration card for you meet me. Don't introduce me to no new bitch without saying, hi, this my friend Michelle, and she voted for Kamala. I need to know who you voted for before me and you could break bread. That's where we at with it. Believe it or not, there is a war going on in Iran. We at war right here. We are in the thick of a battle right now. So I need to know, when I'm walking around with my gun and you behind me, I need to know that you shooting at the enemy and you not finna shoot me in the back of the head. That's what we at with it. This shit is life or death right here. So no, it ain't no to each his own.
I know that's right.
Game at this point. You are either a friend or an enemy. There is no more. Oh, everyone's allowed to have their own political view. No, you ain't. No, you're not. You are not allowed to have your own political views. No, you not, baby. Either you got the
Woo, honey. Shout out to Funky. Funky tore it down, baby. Woo, honey, he's blessed by God. That's a blessed by God. Yeah, we are in a war. And you know what? Guess who made us in a war? People like TLC Chilli. She voted for this shit. And you know we going to war. And do she got any sons? Damn, she don't got no sons. Woo. Well, yes, she do. Her son need to be in the front line when Mega start drafting for this war. Her son needs to go to war, honey. Yeah, you are putting your son on the line. Everybody that's Megan and Republican, their kids need to go first in the war. Y'all voted for this shit? Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Who with me when I'm right? Press 5 if you with me when I'm right. Come on. We are not about to fight this war. Okay? I know that's right. Woo! Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Man, he tore it down, didn't he, y'all? Didn't he, y'all? So let's get the likes up. So I'm going to look in the comment section. Somebody said, why would she be offended about someone calling her chocolate? Because she hate her being chocolate. Self-hate. She cannot stand looking at herself and seeing a chocolate person. You know, that's why people are saying, that's why she want to be with a white man. She want to be with a YT man. Proximity to whiteness. Okay? Duh. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all can't be that naive now. All right? Keisha said she could be what she want to be. No, you can't. That's a lie. You can't be who you want to be when you taking my damn dollars. Nah, you can't be who you want to be when you lying in my face. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to hold you. Okay? Pick a side and stay there. Go sing for MAGA people. Do y'all think the MAGAs are going to support that feminist shit, that TLC push? Because whole TLC monologue, album is about feminist woman empowerment. Okay? Do you think these black mega men are going to support, I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy can't get no love from me. Press 1 if they going to support and buy that shit. Press 7, hell no. They was never with that shit. And you know the MAGA and Republican, they at their lowest forms when they have went against their own morals and values to open the doors for the likes of TLCs and all these rappers and all these black celebrities. You all know they are at the bottom, baby. Okay? They at the bottom. They are at the very bottom. Woo! And this what desperates look like. You know, this is what desperate look like. And these individuals, these black celebrities, they feel so loved and thankful because they always wanted to sit with them, but they were never granted the opportunity. So now they have the opportunity because they at their lowest form. So, honey, they just desperate. And you see how Nick Cannon and Amber are just shucking and driving. They have to even turn off that TV episode they put out there. Lies they tell. What they say, a lie, don't care who tell it, as long as it gets told, honey. Woo, honey, let's do it. All right. So what else I want to share with you guys? I also did this. This is some of TLC fan base. They're speaking. I want you guys to hear this. Check this out.
Down my timeline, just all up and down my timeline. And normally I wouldn't concern myself with that. And you got people saying that, well, it's her money, it's her choice. She doesn't have to explain herself. Most of those people that look like this, and they agree with her about us. So, yes, she does have to explain herself. She does. And that explanation that she gives, don't necessarily believe it at all. But here's the thing. And here's my problem with people like that. You built yourself off the backs of people that look like me. The people that look like me. When I say people that look like me, I mean black people and I mean black women. Because let's be honest, black women are supporting the girl band more so than black men. They might have liked to look at you, but we were the ones.
Girl, it's no even comparison. These black men are not supporting her like that. It's majority the black women and gay black men. Okay. And yes, she does owe us an example. If you're taking money from gay black men and black women and you are using that money to destroy their lives, you owe them an explanation. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, you do.
G. Walk them down.
Don't play with me.
In the 90s that wanted to be like TLC, and we're dressing in your clothes, we're playing your songs, we're doing this and the other. Y'all made a song talking about no scrubs. When no men buying no songs talking about no scrubs. Let's just be honest with that. So you made yourself. You became who you were.
Girl, her whole image of TLC, her whole career. The Republicans is not feeding into that bullshit. When the Republicans mega look at TLC catalogs of the song of they produce, because TLC is a feminist group. It supports woman power and girl power. Mega promote the patriarchy. Christian equals patriarchy. So it goes against everything they fucking believe in. So yes, she has bamboozled us. And guess what? The mega's gonna bamboozle her ass when it's time. See, they use Chilli and the black celebrities right now because they're desperate. And they even got homosexuals over there, girl. They even got transgenders over there, girl, in the mega camp. Now, you know that's a damn fool, right? But they're so desperate so that they need those transgenders. They need those homosexuals to go against other transgenders and other homosexuals, right? But trust me, when the time comes, they have where they're going to take their ass out too, okay? They are just used as pawns. And they so stupid. And for you to be so close to God, you can't even see the play. Damn, just deceived. But let's go. She has betrayed us, and we want to know why, and we want our fucking money back. I'd rather give it to a group that's for real with it. Okay? And that's just that on that.
Off the backs of black women, and now you want to talk about a black woman? You want to talk about a black woman. You want to support America. That's fine. That is your choice. But it is also our choice to say the hell with you. The hell with you. You go off and you let them come to your concerts. You let them stream your music. You let them support you.
That's right.
Because clearly you used us to get to where you were and you never wanted to be us.
At the end of the day, I don't care how much clarifying and lying Chilli decides.
All right. Also, I'm going to pick different people.
I swear, sometimes the jokes just write themselves. Chilli, you just need to sit down somewhere. I mean, the irony of you trying to scrub your history as if we don't already got a beat on you. Not you.
I don't want no scrub. She stays scrubbing shit off the internet. I don't want no scrubs. Guess what? We don't want no scrubs. Scrubs out here scrubbing off the internet. We don't want no scrubs.
Posting in closeted fashion celebratory wins for Donald Trump. Not you donating to Republican organizations to support the Republican Party. Not you, a grown-ass woman, talking about, I don't read the fine print. And so you can have a seat next to her. This ain't about haters. We hate white supremacy. We hate black history being erased. We hate gentrification and gerrymandering. And we hate when people support the politicians that push that type of legislation and then try to pretend like they're not about it. The woman donated $7 to Ted Cruz, which tells you she was on the struggle bus. Woo! $7 is so specific. It's like $5.
She would have donated way more, but that's why she want our money. She want our money from this concert so she can donate it all to Mega. This is a Mega concert. That's right. Jerome said it sucks, but you still going. Jerome, you may as well just donate to Mega at this point, because that's all you're doing is donating to Mega. Jerome, save your money and go ahead and just get the money to Donald Trump, because that's where it's going. She's using all the money from the concert and she's putting it in Donald Trump's hands to fund the war. That's what they're doing. Okay, remember they have all those emails. Hurry up, donate. They still doing the donations. Honey, she funded this war. She voted for this shit. And I'll never forgive that. I would never. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Oh, honey. Just thought about it. She's doing this so you can take the money and then she's going to fund it to Mega. And that's how she lives with herself, because it's like, I have to do this evil to get their money to fund Mega so they can have war on them. And let's be real, TLC, she don't even want to perform these songs. She don't care for the songs. She's not about the songs. She don't even like y'all. She don't like y'all. She just pandering y'all to get the money. She's prostituting her own religion and faith for the fucking money. Because if she's a real Christian, why are you doing worldly music? The songs that she is producing is not uplifting her God, and she knows it. That's why she have confliction with it all. She's conflicted. She's conflicted. These are lukewarm individuals. They are prostituting themselves for the money. They are stomaching you and they are tolerating your ass for the money. You're a fool if you don't see it. You're a fool if you don't see it. And then I get my revenge.
Here are 4 things colleges will never tell you about scholarship money.
All right, sorry about that. That's a commercial. All right, let's get these likes up, y'all. We can do better with the likes. Let me remove this so y'all won't have to see this. Okay, skip.
Enough, but $10 might be too much beyond the budget. So I'm gonna give 7. So she's literally trying to give as much as she possibly can. And some of y'all fools are out here talking about going to a concert that's going to put money back into her pockets. You might as well just donate to the Republican politicians as well, because that's what she's gonna do when you level up her pocket. Care what type of performative protest you want to give to her because you want so badly to go to this concert. Don't you know that if you were in the bathroom or you chose to sit down or boo during TLC, or you got a flat tire and didn't make it to the concert, if you already bought the ticket, she don't give a damn what you do from that point on. And I know instinctively there's a flaw in our ancestry where we had to befriend our captors as a means for survival. And I know many of us were indoctrinated into a religion that normalized our struggle as a means to a pathway to everlasting life. When broke people who don't have a pot to piss in are still giving tithes to the church. As you see, she's trying to come up with plausible excuses and cover up her tracks and make all of these excuses of what she does or doesn't do. She's yet to say anything negative about Donald Trump. At some point, we as a community have to send the message of what is intolerable. It's not about liking the artist or the group or worrying about T-Boz. It is about standing 10 toes down. Replace him with SWV. Replace him with Missy. Hell, I'll take Quet. So I don't BS about making this about politics. Everything's politics. Everything about your life is politics. The medicine you can get, the gas you buy, the taxes you pay, where you can live, how much taxes come out of your check. Every single thing when you go before a judge, how you get married, when you die, and the money it costs to put your ass in the ground is all political. Love who loves you back. And she don't love us. It's easy.
She don't.
Love us right, and we'll love you forever.
Woo, honey. I love when Black men and women speak truth to power. I'm so proud of my Black women and Black men out there. I need y'all to hit the like button, and I need y'all to come up here and speak a word to y'all. We need to start building community on this channel, The Criminal Villains. I'm trying to give you guys a platform so we can have a community of our own. So I need y'all to start commenting more and hit that link and come up here and speak. All right. So, I'm going to go here. I want to hear what Miss Tabitha Speaks Politics has to say.
2 days now. And this right here is why she has been trending. She's been caught, busted, reposting that old conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama was born a man. Y'all remember that conspiracy theory from back in 2016 during Donald Trump's first presidency? Yeah. She reposted that information. This lie right here. Yeah, that's what she reposted.
And I always wonder, where were black women at when they was pushing this lie? Why didn't you see a lot of black women speaking up? You know, shit, y'all really spoke up when EJ said that he can dress better than all of y'all. Woo! But y'all did not speak up for Michelle Obama. Where was that energy at? That energy was very lackluster. I don't get that. Make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense. All right. So, honey, come on, Tabitha.
And you know what happens? When you do one thing that is MAGA nut suspect, then people start to dig. And people started to dig. And people learned that not only was Chilli believing in conspiracy theory, lies, and plain old cruel.
Let me just be honest. All the megas, that's all they believe in. They surf the internet all day looking at conspiracy and fake shit to make themselves feel better. Okay? That's all they do, literally. I used to do conspiracy videos. Hello? I know by experience. I've talked to them. I know how they operate.
Racist cruelty and hatred. Not only was she believing in that shit,
and not only that, the algorithm pushes it as well. The people at the top, they are pushing the algorithm for that content as well, just to let you guys know.
They learned that she also donates to Republicans, including the Trump campaign. Now, I don't think it was a bunch of money that she donated. I think it was like $800 to $1,000 that she donated to digging to see who she follows. And so they found over on Instagram, these are the Republicans that she follows. Byron Donald's up there at the top. And then over on Twitter, these are the Republicans that she follows. That crazy ass, special ass Terrence K. Williams, who calls himself a comedian, when he has said nothing that has made me laugh. She follows Donald Trump. She follows batshit crazy Tomi Lahren, and she follows Newsmax. And once you get a sense of who people follow, you kind of like get an idea of how they would come to repost this. Now, once people started to find out about this right here, she went back and she deleted it. She posted this on her Instagram page. She went back and she deleted it. But once you post it to the internet and you are a certain caliber on the internet, like celebrity status, yeah, the internet is forever. And so there's screenshots out there proving that she had made that post on her Instagram account. And so, yeah, they've been dragging Chilli for 2 days now. 2 whole days. And people are saying because she and T-Boz, the TLC, are supposed to be going on tour with En Vogue. And so people are like, so what Chilli is saying that she don't want us to buy tickets, right? And I was like, yeah, she don't want y'all to buy tickets. Y'all should keep y'all money in y'all pocket, because this is how it goes. These celebrities, y'all spend money on their talent, their craft to support them. They then take that money and donate it to Republicans or give their celebrity status to Republicans, who then, those Republicans then take that celebrity status, that money that you donated to them, and they use it to implement policy to oppress you, Black people. So to stop Republicans from implementing policy to oppress and harm you, Black people, stop giving money to these celebrities who take your money to finance your fucking oppression. Stop doing it. That's and so right. Enough black people.
That's right. She ain't tell no lies. Like I said, y'all need to comment more. See, I tell you, when I was entertaining MAGA people and I was talking, and I had a video reaction to some gay stuff. When I tell you the MAGA and all that, they don't stop texting and typing. They steady texting because, they are passionate. Y'all lack passion. Y'all need to comment. Y'all need to share. Y'all lack passion. So, honey, get it together and hit that like. Keep on liking this video. Hype my ass up.
Let's go. You put on your apologetic face, and you put on your.
All right. So Stevie said, what you need help with, baby? Okay, I said, when I did videos, do you remember, Stevie, when I did the AI reaction videos? Those AI reaction videos, there were more mega audience. So when I did it, do you remember it was time where I had so many megas in my comment section? It was filled with mega people, but they were very passionate. So they were always comment. They were always like when I share those videos, and it pushed me into that realm, because when the algorithm signals groups of people commenting heavy, liking heavy, they see that engagement. They are engaged. They're very passionate. You understand? So that's what I was referring to. All right.
Explanation face, and you put on your please forgive me face, when in all actuality, Chilli, everything you did was intentional. You reposted the Michelle Obama thing intentionally. You donated intentionally, and you voted for him. And I think the thing that sucks, Chilli, is that for you to be, I just don't understand how you, as black as you is, as chocolate as you is, as brown as you is, and you identify with what's going on over there to the degree that you would even be disrespectful to Michelle Obama. Forget political views. What about protect black women, protect black women, protect black, from black woman to black woman? That you even did that. You didn't repost that by mistake, Chilli. So Chilli, I am going to give you a piece of advice.
The reason why is because she really did believe that Michelle Obama was a man. When you believe in the MAGA and you have that religion fanatic tone, whatever the MAGA say, you're going to believe, because you surrender your own mind. When you're a religious fanatic, you do not rely on your own common sense. They even tell you in religion, you have to die yourself. You have to be reborn, and your thoughts have to be the religion's thoughts. And you, whatever you think, your common sense, you got to throw that away, and you have to believe what they believe. And usually they have a master or a pastor where you just be obedient to that man, whoever the patriarchy is at that time, and whatever he say goes. So she wasn't thinking for herself. It's more of a brainwashing. Majority of these religions are brainwashing. And that's what it was. She really felt that. She felt that, oh my God, Satan got inside Michelle, and that was really a man. And, it's really a man trying to be a woman, and they have been tricking everybody. She really believed that. That's why she reposted it. She wanted to share the message. That's why she's in the algorithm. And they kept on pushing a lie, knowing that Christians are very sheep-like. That's why so many Christians give all this money to these churches, and these pastors, they're driving luxury cars, while these Christians are giving them money. They still struggling, honey. So yeah, she really felt that way. She really felt that way. And I think over time she realized possibly, okay, maybe that was a lie because it's not sticking. So now I have to change my tune, and now she needs money from the same group that she really don't like. She don't like you. She look at you as heathens. And she has to pray about this because she know and her faith is against worldly music and producing this worldly things, and she really don't want to do it. If she can make money doing something else, trust me, she would. But clearly she's desperate. When megas and Christians and fanatics, they're desperate, they will take, and they were justify for the greater good. Like, that's why they got homosexuals in the mega camp now, because they're like, we have to do this for the greater good. We take them in now. Okay, next 2 phases, we'll get them out. We just have to sacrifice them, and we did it for the greater good. As long as our intentions are well, and sometimes we have to put fire for fire to get the results that we want. And that's the mindset. Let's go.
Nice. Okay. And you can either choose to take it or leave it. At this point, Chilli, it's best that you just shut up and dance. It's best at this point that you just shut up and dance, because your core audience is about my age, 40.
All right, so I want to fast forward it. I want to look at some other stuff. Check this lady out.
Rozonda Thomas, you think we're stupid, but man, we looked up everything you did, and it's public record. So before we get started, I do want to say like, share, comment, follow me, because I got some good stuff for you and I don't play no games. But let's get into it. So Rozonda Thomas, aka Chilli of TLC, is under fire because people are stating that she is MAGA based on the fact that she reposted a derogatory meme or post regarding Michelle Obama that basically called Michelle Obama a man. In addition to that, there's been other things that she's done, colorism, etc. So because of that, and because of the fact that she now has a tour that is coming up, she has become under fire because people have been doing their digging and seeing what she's really about. So she releases this statement stating that she is not MAGA. She thought that she was supporting causes that have to do with the military and trafficking, etc. And she did not mean to repost that comment, that she is not tech savvy and made a mistake and reposted something she wasn't supposed to. But the thing is, man, we are tech savvy. So we know that the algorithm doesn't show you things that you don't follow. You follow right-wing propaganda, which is why you were able to see that post about Michelle Obama, because that shit don't come up on my page because I don't follow things like that. That is what you follow, and that is why it come up. And how I know that's why you follow is because I found this on your page. You want to explain why, if you don't follow right-wing propaganda, you're following Byron fucking Donalds? Byron Donalds, who was running for governor in Florida, Byron Donalds, who was a Trump crony. Why would you be following Byron Donalds if you don't support right-wing propaganda, ma'am? If you don't support MAGA, why are you supporting someone who's running as a MAGA governor? Make it make sense. Then, on top of supporting this, I went to the FEC's website, fec.gov, because you can find out who made political donations to what. When I went on that website, this is what I found, ma'am. You have donated $900 to Trump-affiliated organizations. Take a look right here. You guys, I have it in landscape and in portrait so you can see where her money's going. Watch this.
And can you imagine, the more money you give her, the more money she's going to spend to the MAGAs?
Feelings was hurt this past weekend when y'all came to the realization that a lot, in fact, most Black celebrities are MAGA, and they're MAGA and they're also anti-Black. Let's dig in.
Yes. Do you guys agree? Holly weird. Black Hollywood celebrities are MAGA. Press 5. Let's do it. And you know what's so interesting about this? And Stevie can attest to this, when I used to entertain the MAGA crowds, and I still possibly shit. I got a channel. I might still entertain because, honey, they get good money. I ain't gonna lie to you. Have you heard about those individuals that pretend to be MAGA so they can get a lot of money? Because the MAGA people, once you identify like them, all you got to do is speak their rhetoric. Trust me, they're going to tune in. They don't give a fuck, nothing, okay? They love anybody that speak their rhetoric. It's so easy. So anyway, they are under the illusion that a lot of celebrities are Democrat, and they hate Democrats not because they have their mind of their own, but because Trump tells them to hate Democrats, right? And they look at, gay people as demonic, even though they sin too and they got demonic conspiracy inside them, but something about homosexuals they just don't like. So they vote based on their hate for gay people, right? So they have this idea that Hollywood individuals, black celebrities, are all Democrats. So the real shit is most of them are secret MAGAs. All right? Most of them are secret MAGAs. So they already oh my God. I love the irony. I just love the irony. Let's go.
Into the MAGA part first. Most people, and this is something that we've all been having conversations about, but the conversations have been incomplete, want generational wealth. They want to be able to pass on wealth to their children. That's what we've all been talking about for decades and decades and decades. That is an incomplete conversation because generational wealth is based on exploiting an exploitative tax code. And what happens is these celebrities, they get an accountant, and the accountant says to them, if you vote for Kamala, this is how much you're going to pay in taxes. If you vote for Felon 47, this is how much you're going to pay in taxes, right? And that difference is telling you everything.
So you mean to tell me the mega celebrities that are secretly mega and they come out here, they act as if they're Democrats, but they're real megas, all right? They only act like they're Democrats to pander to the minorities, but they really megas at heart. They sold their soul for money. They sold their upbringing and their people for a check. These are the real selling their souls, are the secret mega Hollywood individuals that come off as Democrat, or they mislead the audience to make them feel like they align with you when honestly they don't. Okay? They're all about money. They're selling their soul for money for the mega camp. Period. Let's go.
You need to know about who that person is. And you all need to accept that a lot of Black people, a lot of women, a lot of Black immigrants, a lot of Latinos, a lot of them are Republican because they want that margin. They want that money in that margin, and they don't care. They don't care about what happens to anybody that is not in their immediate family. And I know it's hard to accept, but racism is not a deal breaker for most people. Most people will say, if this person is racist, but they can get me money, then I want my money. And most people will say, well, if girls are getting raped in detention centers, but I got my money, I don't know none of them girls, that's not my issue. That don't have nothing to do with me. They can rationalize any level of cruelty and harm that comes to someone else because it is not affecting them personally, but their money is affecting them and their children. And in this culture, in this country, all we are taught to care about is ourselves. And so 300,000 Black women losing their jobs does not matter to Chilli or Salt-N-Pepa or none of these people. Nobody in their circle lost their job. People that me and you know lost their jobs. So they don't care. We need.
You know what? Salt and Chilli, they did care when they were girl power and wanted equality for women. They did care. That's what sold us to them. That's why so many of us, that's why all of us gave our money to them, because that's what they stood on. But they changed. Somehow they sold their soul to MAGA, And this is what we're dealing with now. Now they're so quiet about it. And people are saying, stand on it. If you MAGA, be proud about it. Come out about it. But they rather hide like a coward because they are selling their soul for money. They want that money. They want that money. Let's go.
Need to accept that capitalism is rooted in exploitation and anti-Blackness. And capitalists, whether they are white or Black, care about money. They don't care about community. They don't care about children. They don't care about Black people or brown people. And they don't care about you. So many feelings was hurt this past weekend.
Ooh, She talking big facts. All right. So what else I want to show you guys? Now, did you guys hear about this? And a lot of these mega individuals, they are down low. A lot of the Christians are down low. How do I know? I was raised by Christians. I was raised by conservative, and most of them are down low. All right. They go on a pulpit. They have hatred towards gays, but they are homosexual themselves. And that's where it comes from. All right. And some people are under this illusion that no, some people just don't like gay people. Well, where does it come from? It comes because they're gay within and they're struggling within themselves. I know because I have lived experience. I know because I know many of them that are like that. You don't know. You're just looking on the outside and just thinking, well, that just makes sense to you. But no, everybody that has that issue with gays in such a way, they are dealing with that shit themselves and they are projecting. Whew, I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. Let's continue on. I want you guys to hear this. This is kind of new. Have you heard about this mega girl? Her husband is a cross dresser, putting on women shit, and they're doing all this anti LGBT shit, and they're living in the closet as one. I'm telling you, all of the Christians and all these megas, they're the same, honey.
Trending today because we just found out that her husband is a cross-dresser. This is Christy and her husband, Brian Nome. They look all happy and hugged up together.
You ask, where are the down low men? They are in the church, the ones that have a hatred and doing whatever they can to erase gay rights. That's who they are. Signs of the DL men. You would never... I would know because, like I said, I have lived experience. I know these individuals, but you are sheep. You have no idea the world that these men are in. You are ignorant. You don't know shit. And your logic, it's not reality in these men' life. How your logic, they bank on your stupid logic and they're going to run game on your fucking logic. Just like some of you have a logic, if a man buys you something that he really likes you, no, big dummy, okay? They know you're going to think that way. That's why they do it, asshole. Shit. I know if I wanted to come out here and make y'all feel like I'm such a straight person, I know exactly what to do. And you gonna believe it, hook, line, and sinker. It's performative. And you fall for it every time because you're sheep. You're ignorant. So let's go. And I think what really trips you up is your arrogance. When you have a person that's arrogant, that just think they know it all in ignorance, man, you can run game on their ass 24/7. Bring me a arrogant person that knows it all and don't know shit, and you can run game on them. Hook, line, and sinker. Those are the easiest ones, the arrogant ones. Let's go.
He was probably wearing panties in this picture. Here they are again, hanging out with Donald Trump. I know Trump fired Christie, and I don't think he's that cool with Brian. He probably knew the secret before we did. Here's Brian wearing some fake breasts and what looks like a pink skirt or something. I don't know who he sent this picture to. I don't know why he took the picture at all, but this is what he likes to do. Look at his lopsided nipples. Christy said she had no idea this was going on. She said the whole family is...
So you mean to tell me you're so close to your God, but your God failed you and didn't tell you that your husband was a cross-dresser? She knew what was going on, or her God failed her, one or the other. You can always tell by the fruit it's bear. And then when they talk about Chrissy is a liar. She is a scammer. Did you guys see those jets that she was buying on the government's dime? All that money, that luxury stuff. She's so into vanity. And vanity is a sin, but yet they're so supposed to be so Christian. Like they're so full of bullshit. And like I said, I respect real Christians. Real Christians are humble. They do not care about Gucci. They do not care about fake wigs. They don't care about eyelashes and makeup and vanity and nothing like that. Real Christians are humble people, followers of Jesus, because Christ is not his last name, that just trying to focus on getting their self together and staying spiritually and not emotionally and not, of this world. You have to put yourself a part of this world. These individuals, they are using religion trying to control the world, and that is that's anti-Jesus. Okay. So let's continue on. What else I got for y'all? All right, I want y'all to check out this. Check this out.
Good that women can vote in America? I don't think so. And every legalized moral atrocity of the last 100 years was made possible by the female vote. Abortion and homosexuality would likely still be illegal.
I told y'all. Now, this man, a lot of times, most likely, he is a homosexual, a closet one. But when you're a Christian, you don't label it as homosexual. Christian down low men never labels themselves as homosexual, and they hate that word and they hate homosexuals. They just mess around with men every now and again, but they don't see it as homosexual at all. And that's just what it is, You see it as, but they don't. So they're saying that they want to get rid of the women vote. And this is mega alignment. And this is what TLC Chilli has voted for. For one person to bring out music and to get us hooked and singer about women empowerment, for that same person to give money to a camp that's taking women rights away. Fuck yeah, that is fucking betrayal. That is a betrayer. If I don't know what else is, that is a betrayer. Pretty much. And want to hide behind religion because religion still has, I guess, a so good label, and people are blinded. When you say you're religious or you're Christian, then people defenses go down and they look at you as a good person. That's what sheep think. But I know better because I was raised by them and I've been around them and I know how they operate. Easy. All right. So yeah, go ahead.
If not for the female vote. The 19th Amendment has been a moral and political tragedy for America. One of America's biggest threats is white liberal women, because they are the ones literally opening up the doors of immigration, passing laws that degenerate society, releasing criminals to be repeat offenders, aborting babies by the hundreds of thousands and millions.
Most women woefully disagree with this man. Most men disagree. But let me tell you why this man has a platform and how he sucks people in. He posted this: ladies, feminism is dying. You're free to be feminine again. Find a husband to take care of you. Have lots of babies. Go to church together. Homeschool your kids. Decorate your home. Wear dresses. Take naps. Go on play dates and bake for your family. It's okay now. You're free. And women who are tired of working and having to carry the payload of capitalism and domestic labor and being a mother are sympathizing with this and saying, I would love to just be a mom. I would love that, even if it means giving up my vote. You've never read a history book. Have you never talked to your grandmothers, the ones who didn't have their own money, who were committed to insane asylums by their husbands when they wanted to get rid of them? Equality is not a bad thing. You should be able to choose if you want to do these things. Shouldn't be agreeing with a man like.
Well, this is my thing. If you want to deal with that man, go deal with that man, but don't force other women to deal with that shit. If these are men out here that feel that way, they want to take care of a woman under their roof, then go and fucking do it. Get rid of your Louis Vuitton, because when you're under a man's paycheck, you're going to have to be obedient to that man. Be obedient to that man. Don't complain. Shut up. When he cheats on you, shut your mouth and stay down. That is what that means. If he hit on you, be quiet and just learn to do better. Stay in your place as a woman. Go cook and make babies. And shut your trap. All right? But they really don't want that. I promise you they don't. All right, so let's see what else is out here. Check this out. And let's get these likes up. Are you guys enjoying this type of energy? Press 7 if you guys enjoying this type of energy. But we're kind of low on the likes. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Let's hurry up. Let's go.
Negroes, my fellow Negroes, we lost an icon recently. Of course, I'm talking about Chilli from TLC. It recently came out that Chilli from TLC donated to the Trump administration and reposted a despicable post spreading a conspiracy theory, a nasty conspiracy theory.
And can I say something? The MAGA administration, they're going to start labeling people as a terrorist. They say if you speak on the internet and it sounds anti-American, they will label you as a terrorist and ban you from social media. Did y'all know that? And then it may be some fines that you may have to do. They are going to take freedom of speech off of social media. You cannot be anti-American if you're anti-family, meaning that if you promote gay stuff or if you probably come out as gay, everybody gay is going back in the closet. Y'all black women say, we want to know who DL and come on out. Well, you don't if you vote for MAGA, because the MAGA people are pushing DL men back in the closet, or they was already in the closet. They're going to push gay men in the closet. You know what I mean? And now you're going to have more gay men that's going to say, I'm straight. And they're going to want to get with you after they get finished sucking off all these dookie ling-lings. And you're not going to have any choice because they already took women's rights away. And they're going to make it like in the Bible. The Bible said that if, and it's in Leviticus, the same verse or the same man, whoever Leviticus is, Leviticus said that if a man is laying with a man, he should be stoned to death. In that same book, they also said if a man is raped a woman, he should just marry her. So you're not going to have no rights, black women, all right? Because if a man rapes you or rapes your daughter, as long as he marries her, then he can do whatever he wants. So you can be out the store if a man decides to just rape you, then just make you his wife, and then that's it. I mean, that is the same verse or the same book where it says, gay is wrong. So put 2 and 2 together. All that shit is what they're going to do. All right. And I wonder when they're going to start protesting outside of Juicy Crabs. Y'all love all that lobsters and shit. That's an abomination according to that book too. And it's not going to be a choice anymore, whether you believe in the Christian stuff or not, because that's what the white Christian shit is. They're going to force you to comply. And if you don't, then they're going to ban you and put your ass in jail. You're not going to have any freedoms. All right. So, it's going to be some strange times, honey. And then a lot of y'all sons are going to die in a war because you are going to war. Trump already told us it's going to be a lot of casualties. That's why they are even drafting. They have it now where if your sons are 18 or something, 25, then it's automatically draft. Like they're automatically drafting you. No more signing up that's automatically going to draft you. So they're not doing it just to do it. They already have a plan in place. And yeah, that's what's happening. And that's another reason why they're pushing teenagers 15 to 21 or to 24 to have babies. Now, I thought y'all said y'all don't want to push sexuality on kids. Last time I checked, 15 is still a child. 16 is still a child. So why are you pushing 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids? Why are you pushing sexuality on them to procreate? Huh? And that create bastard babies? The reason why is for the war, and they're going to need to repopulate America. Okay? Okay, honey? Girl, this is what y'all voted for. This is what TLC voted for. Let's go.
Against Michelle Obama that alleges that she was really born as a man. I'm sure you've heard this stupid ass conspiracy theory that's been spread by the right and, people who are anti-Black. And y'all, it can't.
This is another thing. Okay, Black women, this is for y'all. Okay, if a transgender would have said that, then I think that a lot of y'all would have made so many think pieces. Oh my God, this transgender said Michelle Obama is a man. Oh my God, how dare you? You a man. But when the white man said, y'all so fucking quiet. Why is that? Why? I've always wondered when white men say stuff like the Republicans say shit like this, which they say a lot of ignorant shit, y'all just ignore that shit. Y'all don't play that shit no mind. Okay, let's go.
Came out. So I don't know why somebody went and checked her voting background, but she made quite a few, actually, a good maybe 10-ish small dollar donations. So it didn't add up to too much, but nonetheless, she did. She made these donations. And that's not a good look.
And what else is she doing? If she doing that, and this what we found out, she's doing a lot of worse stuff behind the scenes. It get worse. She's hiding a lot of shit. That's why she can't come out and say, I'm not for Donald Trump. Because if that's the case, they will probably expose all of her skeletons. She has sold her soul for mega, and it's a lot of dark shit she's hiding, and she's hiding behind that religion. And that's why a lot of religion people go to religion, because they are dealing with demons inside of them, and they need to pray in order to keep the demon at bay. Because if they don't go to church, if they don't pray, that demon inside of them is going to wreak fucking havoc. They got demons inside of them. Ask the Christians. They will tell you they believe they have demons inside of them. All right? I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be around people that got demons inside of them or believe they got demons inside of them. Hell no. Y'all can keep y'all self and y'all demons. You hear me? So I want y'all to hear this. They're talking about Turning Point. Turning Point, MAGA, Trump, they are all in the group together. They got like subgroups.
This is your friendly reminder that Turning Point USA is a white nationalist youth organization that uses Christianity to cover up their bigotry. Beware of Turning Point chapters in your children's school, whether they're in grade school or college. Have a conversation with your kids about the good, wholesome Christian group they might be joining on campus, because it might be white nationalist indoctrination in disguise. Don't let MAGA indoctrinate your kids under the guise of Christianity without at least having a conversation with them about it. This is your friendly reminder that Turning Point USA is a white nationalist youth organization that uses Christianity to cover up their bigotry.
Yeah. Now, Life Death, I would love for you to hit this link and come up here and talk to us. You need to give us a word. God has blessed you with a mouth and a brain. And Life to Death, I want you to come on YouTube at the Criminal Villains, and I want you to hit that link and tell us a word, okay? God is calling me to call you out. You need to speak. So they said we need to stop supporting these celebrities. You damn right. Do you think the Christians are supporting these celebrities? The real Christians? No. You know why? Real Christians do not support or worship celebrities because it is against real Christians' beliefs. I was brought up as a Christian. I'm an ex-Christian. When I was a Christian, I did not look at celebrities as a way to go at life. I didn't never look at a celebrity like, oh my God, this is the path I want to be, or this is what I should walk. They do not uplift God. God is a jealous God. And if you're doing anything else like rapping about death, all these celebrities, these rappers, all they do is rap about death. That's anti-God. All they do is rapping about crime and not snitching. Not snitching is a form of not being honest. That's anti-God. All they rap about is lust and having sex and fornication. That's anti-God. All they rap about is vanity and the looks and having this body. That's vanity. That's anti-God as well. So real Christians would never support these celebrities. They would never listen to their music. The people that's listening to this shit is one, confused Christians that are say they Christians, but they steady doing worldly stuff. They stay doing demonic stuff, but they just like wearing the label because it makes them feel good. They can sleep at night knowing, okay, I'm a Christian, but yet all I do is demonic shit, which I don't understand those type of people. I'd rather for you to be hot or cold. Which one? Okay. But those are a lot of confused people, you know? So give it up. I say let those mega individuals, the Christian fanatics, support their ass. And I think all the liberals should keep their money. And I think liberals need to liberals need to be more disciplined and stop being a sucker for vanity. Stop being a sucker for the music that these celebrities is pushing, all this overly sex stuff, all this fake romance that they gas you up. They sell you on this fantasy that this man is going to do XY when it's not reality. All these artists are rapping about being in love, but they never even been in love. All these podcast people are talking about marriages that they never experienced, marriages that they fail at. And you guys listen to that. I don't understand that mentality. But anyway, let's go. Okay.
Beware of turning point chapters in your children's.
And I just got to stop you there. Now, did you guys hear what I said? And I think that, and Stevie, you could probably attest to this. When I did like some of the AI reaction videos, I was brought up Christian and conservative. So I still have a lot of that residue inside of me. And I think sometimes when I can talk, I think that it echoes to that base. I sound like them, possibly, because to some liberals, they may see me as being too judgmental, right? So what do y'all think about that shit? Stevie, are you there? Shit. When I was just talking right now, did I sound like one of those religious, mega conservative people or no? And let me know, because sometimes I don't know how I'm coming off, you know? Press 1 if I sound like I could be one of them motherfuckers. Press 7 if I don't, okay? Which one? But I say that to say that sometimes when I do some commentary, some people get mixed signals with me because they can hear the residue of conservative Christian inside of me, you know? So let's continue on.
School, whether they're in grade school or college, have a conversation with your kids about the good, wholesome Christian group they might be joining on campus, because it might be white nationalist indoctrination in disguise. Don't let MAGA indoctrinate your kids under the guise of Christianity without at least having a conversation with them about it. This is your friendly reminder that Turning Point USA is a...
Well, first it would take the parents that do their research about religion, because these parents, they are sheep. They don't do their research. They don't even know it's 66 authors in the Bible. They don't even know Christ is not Jesus' last name. They're very ignorant. You know, they know rap music lyrics, but they don't know scripture. But see, don't I sound like one of them? Oh, let me stop. So let's hear what DL Hughley got to say about some of this stuff.
That Trump is a racist. Explain to me how a man that isn't racist depicted the former first lady and her husband as apes. Ooh, if he isn't racist, why is it right now that Pete Hegseth won't give promotions to people who deserve it in the military because Donald Trump doesn't want black women next to him? If he isn't racist, then why was he sued by the federal government to rent to people? If he isn't racist, why have all his policies that are pointed at DEI and all those things, why have they resulted in the loss of employment for 350,000 black people. If he isn't racist, why is he decimating black history? If he isn't racist, why is he renaming bases after Confederates?
Ooh. All right.
If he says that Trump is a racist.
Well, I'm going to stop it right here. I'll be honest with you. Am I going to continue to keep this type of message on this channel? I don't know. I'm going to have to let this video sit and see if you guys really support it. Like I said, shit don't move until the people support. So I need y'all to support. And I will say this again. If I was talking to the mega crowd or entertaining them, they share shit. They gonna share my shit if I talk their message, all right? But I'm not gonna do it I'm gonna try not. Shit. I need the money. I might sell out too. So I might sell out too, honey. Shit. I need the fucking support. And then you may say, so what are you going to say when they bring this video up? It's easy for the Christian MAGA. All I got to say is I was under the influence of Satan. I didn't know I was doing. And they're going to buy this shit. Let me get on out of here. I love y'all for real. Know that. But shit, if you don't got a community, and I know it's a whole bunch of people that will like this message, but in the algorithm, where I'm at in the algorithm, I'm not, it's like in the algorithm world, it's like I'm in Florida and I need to be in Hawaii. You see, it's such a distance. So I need you guys to really support, like, and share in order to get me to Hawaii, or I'm going to be stuck in fucking Florida. Okay? All right, y'all. I enjoyed y'all. I'm out of here. Bye.